Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's class is a 45-minute Rocket Express vinyasa yoga set to an intermediate level. We'll begin centered on the mat in a tabletop position, stacking hands under shoulders and knees under hips. Inhale to a long spine. Exhale, round your back to cat. Inhale, arch your back to cow. Exhale through cat, a back stretch. Inhale through cow, a belly stretch. One more each way, moving with your breath. Exhale through one more cat stretch. From there, tuck your toes and lower your hips to your heels for child's pose with a foot stretch. Rise to your fingertips and roll your shoulders down your back, breathing into your feet. Inhale, rise to tabletop. Untuck the toes. Exhale as you walk yourself over to the right side for a left side body stretch. Lower your forehead to the earth or your right hand as a pillow. Keep the left arm reaching long and breathe deep into your left side rib cage. Inhale through center, tabletop with a long spine. Exhale to your left for your right side body stretch. Head down, right arm reaches, breathing into the right side body. On your next inhale, come back to a tabletop. Then sit back on the heels. With hands at heart center, interlace your fingers and create a figure eight pattern with the wrists. Move your wrists a few times in each direction, getting them ready for practice. Keep fingers interlaced and shine your palms high to the sky, lengthening the spine. Take another big breath in. And on your exhale, twist to your right with your right hand behind, left hand to right thigh, looking back behind you. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, twist to your left with left hand behind, right hand to left thigh, sitting tall and breathing deep. Gaze forward, then come through center. Interlacing fingers behind the back. Roll the shoulder blades together and lift your heart, breathing deep across the chest and shoulders. With hands as they are, guide them to the left side of the waist, lowering left ear to left shoulder for a right side of the neck stretch. Press the shoulders down the back. Head through center, hands over to the right waist, right ear to right shoulder. Drop the shoulders down and breathe into the left side of your neck. Inhale your head high, release the hands, shake them out. Then come through tabletop, tucking toes, downward facing dog pose. Take some movement in the first downward dog of the practice, bending one knee at a time. On your inhale, roll through to a plank pose, holding plank for 1 breath. Exhale lowers the knees, arches the back, lowering chest and chin down to Ashtanga Namaskara. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and pull the navel back, engaging the core. On your next inhale, slide through Cobra Pose, lifting the chin slightly. Exhale to tuck the chin, lower the forehead. Press back to Downward Facing Dog and hold for a breath, lengthening your spine. Step your left foot outside of your left hand, lowering your back knee to a lizard stretch with hands under shoulders. Dynamic movement by sending the hips back, lengthening the left leg, and coming forward again, 3 or 4 times, moving at your own pace. From lizard, step back to downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Exhale steps the right foot outside of the right hand for your lizard stretch. Lower the back knee. Hold for a breath or 2. Dynamic movement. Send the hips back and forth, moving at your own pace, 3 or 4 more times. Coming through Malasana, stepping the left foot outside of the left hand at the top of your mat. Lower the hips between the heels, with hands on the ground or hands at heart center. Sitting tall, breathe a few long deep breaths here. Plant your hands and straighten your legs. Point the toes forward. Half lift, lengthen, and fold. Exhale. Reach hands for elbows in ragdoll. Gently sway side to side. Plant your hands, inhale, press up, and heel toe your feet hip distance. With a long spine, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, squat down as far as you can comfortably. Hands can stay reaching forward, or you might hug your legs. Let's spend a few breaths breathing into the ankles. Dynamic movement. Plant your hands and straighten your legs, folding over the legs. Bend back through your knees. Again, come through, straight legs, forward fold, and lower down to your squat. Once again, straighten the legs, fold. And this time, plant the hands to a half lift inhale. Hands to waist, rise to stand. Heel toe your feet to touch. Sun salutation A. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold all the way. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank and lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll hold this for several breaths, breathing deep into your back body. On your next inhale, rise to tiptoes, bend through knees. Walk, lunge, or hop to the top, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Reach up, look up. Exhale, fold all the way down again. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, float or step back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe, lengthening the spine, pressing the hands into the mat, and shifting that weight towards your heels. On an inhale, rise to toes, bend through knees, walk, lunge, or hop to the top, half lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands by your sides. Chair pose, bend your knees, sweep the arms high, inhale. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, float or step back to chaturanga. Inhale through upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Warrior one. Lunge the right foot between the hands, pivot the back heel down. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot lunges through, back heel plants. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, step back to plank through chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And breathe. Inhale to toes, bend through knees. Walk, lunge, or hop to the top. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees to chair pose. Inhale, arms high. Exhale through standing. Again, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Half lift, inhale. Floater step back to chaturanga. Exhale. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right foot steps through to warrior one. Inhale up. Exhale, step back to plank through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot lunges through, rise on an inhale. Exhale, step back, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And breathe several long, deep breaths. Inhale through tiptoes, bend deep into your knees. Walk, lunge, or hop to the top of your mat. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, bend the knees. Inhale, rise. Stay in your chair pose and interlace your fingers, shining the palms high, shoulders down the back. Exhale, lowers chest to thighs, shining the palms forward. Take a big inhale. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, steps the left foot back. Rise to warrior two. Gazing over your right hand and sinking a little deeper into the right leg. A nice 90-degree bend. Inhale through peaceful triangle. Press the front leg straight. Exhale, triangle pose. Heel toe the back foot in. Right hand lands on your leg, the ground, or peace fingers to big toe. Gaze up to your top thumb. Exhale the top hand down and step the back foot up just a little for pyramid pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Option to walk your hands back. Coming through revolve triangle. With hands under shoulders, press to half lift. Left hand plants inside or outside of your right foot, reaching the right hand high, gazing upward. Side extended. Plant both hands. Step back to runner's lunge. Pivot the back heel down. Right hand to the outside of the right foot or forearm to thigh. Left arm reaches up and overhead. On an inhale, press up to peaceful triangle. Exhale, warrior two, eagle arms. Left arm sweeps over right. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. Relax the neck and press firm into your back foot. Inhale lifts you halfway. Exhale, plant the hands and lower the back knee to a lunge. Inhale up, hands at heart center, and twist as you exhale, left elbow outside of the right thigh. Option to tuck the back toes and extend the back leg long. Guide your heart through center and release the hands. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lunges your right foot back, rising to warrior two. Inhale through peaceful triangle, just for a breath. Exhale through triangle pose. Reach the arms wide, heel toe the back foot in. Left hand lands on your leg, the ground, or peace fingers to big toe, gazing up towards your top thumb. Pyramid pose. Plant the top hand and step the back foot up. Inhale to a long spine. Exhale, fold over the left thigh, breathing into the back of your left leg. On your next inhale, press to a half lift. Exhale through revolve triangle, with your right hand on either side of your front foot, lifting the left hand high, gazing up towards your top thumb. Exhale the top hand down, framing the front foot, stepping back to runner's lunge through side extended, extending the right arm up by the right ear, option for left forearm to left thigh. On an inhale, press up to peaceful triangle. Exhale through warrior two, eagle arms. Right arm sweeps over left. Inhale to a gentle back bend. Exhale through humble warrior. hugging the left knee in towards the left shoulder, drawing the belly button back. Inhale to a half lift. Release your hands to the earth through runner's lunge, lowering the back knee. Inhale, rise up with hands at heart center. Exhale, twist to your left with your right elbow outside the left thigh. Option, tuck the back toes, extend the back leg, pressing the heel back behind you. Unwind through center, planting the hands, stepping back to a plank this time. Inhale in your plank pose. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, lower the forearms to dolphin pose, with shoulders over elbows, hands in line with elbows, gazing straight down. Option to walk the feet in a little bit. Breathe deep into your upper back as you are strengthening your upper body. Option to stay in dolphin or lower into child's pose with me just for a few breaths. Rising up to downward facing dog, separate the feet hip distance. Walk your hands back to your feet at the back of the mat, catching peace fingers to big toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, pointing the crown of the head towards the ground, taking as much of a bend in the knees as you need. Peace fingers remain hooked as you lengthen your arms to a half lift. Exhale through crow pose. Plant your hands shoulder distance, knees to your underarms. Bend the elbows, shift the weight forward, lift one set of toes, maybe two. Rounding through the upper back and pulling the navel inward. Lower your feet, straighten your legs, reach hands for elbows in ragdoll. Gently sway it out. Inhale through a half lift. With hands to waist, rise to stand. Reach arms to the sky and rise to the mounds of your toes for high mountain pose. Lower your heels with hands to waist. Turn your left foot out. Then step your right foot up the mat, coming to widespread foot pose. Inhale, hands touch overhead. Exhale, bow forward, planting the hands between the feet. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold as far as you can, reaching the crown of the head towards the ground. On an inhale, press to a half lift. Guide hands to waist and rise to stand. Reach your hands up to the sky. Exhaling the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Open your chest and bow forward. Crown of the head towards the ground, arms reaching overhead to a nice shoulder stretch. Keep the chin tucked as you slowly rise to stand. Release your hands to your waist and step to the top of your mat. Shifting the weight to your left foot, guide your right foot into your left thigh for tree pose. Hands at heart center, or reach up to the sky. Hold for a few breaths, lengthening the spine. Keep your right leg high. As you exhale, hands to heart and send your right knee forward. Option to extend the leg, hands to waist, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your right foot down. Other side. Guide the left foot into the right thigh. Power up your standing leg with hands at heart or arms reaching high. Again, connect with breath and breathe deep into this grounding asana. On an exhale, hands to heart, left knee forward. Option, extend the leg, hands to waist. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the left foot to the ground. Heel toe your feet to touch. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, steps the left foot back, sending the right leg high to three-legged dog. Sweep your right shin behind your hands and lower down to pigeon. Inhale to a long spine. Exhale, bows over the right shin. We are here for several breaths, so stay connected with long, deep breath. On your next inhale, roll up to seated, sliding the left leg forward with right foot into left thigh. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward, reaching hands towards the left foot, lengthening the spine, breathing into this forward fold. On an inhale, rise up to seated. Boat pose, Navasana. Plant your feet and guide hands under thighs. Option, lift the feet in line with the knees and extend the arms. Option, extend the legs. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your feet, rocking back 3 times using momentum. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. This time, exhale back. Inhale, press up to standing and folding at the top of your mat. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, steps right foot back, sending left leg high to your three-legged dog. Bend through the knee. Send your left shin behind your hands to pigeon. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, fold forward over the left shin. Relax into the pose and connect with breath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sweeps the right leg forward with left foot into right thigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Lengthen the spine and bow in to the best of your ability, breathing into the back body. On an inhale, rise up to seated. Planting your feet out in front for Navasana boat pose. Guide hands under thighs. Rise onto the sits bones and lift your feet. Option, release your arms or extend the legs, feet to touch. Breathe. Lower the feet with hands to thighs. Slowly rock back 3 times. Exhaling back, inhale up. Exhale back, inhale up. Last time, exhale back. Inhale, plant your feet, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the left foot back. Inhale, right leg high to your 3-legged dog. Then exhale the right shin behind your hands, sending the left leg forward, planting the right foot about a palm's distance from the left thigh. Inhale the right arm high. Hinge forward and wrap the right arm around the right leg. Take the left hand behind for a bind. Lengthen the spine and fold over the left thigh, breathing into Marichyasana A. Inhale, rise up through seated. Release the bind. Half Lord of the Fishes. Right foot outside the left thigh, left heel to right hip. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, twist to your right, gazing back behind you, with the left elbow outside the right thigh. On your next exhale, twist the other way for a counter stretch. Come back through center and lay down partway onto the forearms, sending the legs straight up to the sky. This is a core exercise. Exhale, scissors the legs down 5 times. Bring them to a hover. Inhale up 5 times. Exhale down. Inhale up. 3 more. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Last time, exhale down. Inhale up. Good job. Lay down on your back. Guide your knees into your chest, hands to shins. Gently rock side to side. Rising up to a pistol squat. Left knee stays hugging in, right leg extends. Plant your hands by your hips. Exhale to rock back. Inhale to rise up, planting the left foot. Try to float the right toes and reach the arms forward. Exhale, plants the hands. Step your right foot back, left leg high to 3-legged dog. Bend through the top knee. Send your left shin behind your hands like pigeon, lower down. Right leg sweeps forward, planting the left foot a palm's distance from the right thigh. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, hinge forward and wrap the left arm around the left leg. Reach back for a bind. With a long spine, bow over the right thigh, flexing through your right toes. On an inhale, rise up to seated. Release the bind, coming through your twist, planting the left foot outside the right thigh, right heel to left hip. Inhale your right arm high, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to your left, right elbow outside of the left thigh. Take your gaze back behind. On an exhale, come through center and take a counter, twisting the other way. Back through center, lay down on your back and guide your knees into your chest for a second core exercise. Extend the right leg, keep the left knee in, forehead to knee. Then switch, switch, and switch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. With right knee into your chest, lower the head, plant the hands, pistol squat. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, rise up. Option to reach the arms forward. Plant your hands and step back to plank pose. Lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and hold. From down dog, lower the forearms to the earth and interlace the fingers. Stay here in dolphin, or come through headstand if that's in your practice. Cupping the back of your head with your hands, stacking the hips over the shoulders and taking your legs to the sky, however that looks for you. Option to take yourself against a wall. We are here for several more breaths. So when you are ready to come out of either variation, please lower into child's pose. Slowly lower, coming out of your inversion and into child's pose. We'll stay here for a little while. On your next inhale, slowly press up to sitting on your heels. Hands to the earth behind you, press your chest open to a very slight back bend. Come to center, slide your feet out in front of you. Soles of the feet come to touch. For Baddha Konasana, holding your feet with your hands. Sit tall and lengthen on an inhale. Exhale to bow forward over your feet, as far as you can comfortably, breathing into your hips. Inhale to rise up. Upavishta Konasana, send the legs wide. Inhale, hands to the sky, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips, reaching hands towards your feet. If your head comes to the ground easily, that's optional. Otherwise, do your best to maintain a long spine. Inhale to rise up all the way, bend through your knees, and lay down on your back, giving your legs a hug in a reclined child's pose. Inhale deeply. Exhale, forehead to knees, rounding squeeze. Inhaling the head down slowly, arms by your sides as your knees stay bent and roll to the right, gazing over the left shoulder. Inhale lifts your knees through center. Exhale, knees to the left as you gaze over the right shoulder. Guide your knees through center and extend your legs down the mat to a long morning stretch, pointing the toes while you interlace the fingers and shine the palms overhead. Take a nice big breath in and exhale out the mouth. Guide your hands behind your head and draw your chin to your chest for a gentle neck stretch. Option to gaze over to the right side, back through center and over to the left. Back through center and lower the head to the earth. Separate your feet wide and perhaps one hand to heart, one hand to belly, or arms by your sides for final rest. Let the body relax into the mat, and I will wake you in a few moments. You may begin to deepen your breath. Awaken the body with your fingers and your toes, rolling your head from side to side. Take a long morning stretch before hugging your knees into your chest. At your own time, you can come up to a comfortable seat at the top of your mat. Inhaling, arms to the sky, hands touch overhead. Exhaling, hands through heart center. Thank you for joining me in today's practice. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please don't hesitate to give the class a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and consider subscribing to my channel. We'll see you in the next one. Namaste.